Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network. This is Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer. If it's a car, motorcycle, boat, or anything else with an engine in San Diego, it's on Racer Radio. Now, here's your host, Dave Stahl.
All right, folks. Hey, welcome to Racer Radio, the only radio show in San Diego supporting local race car drivers and a few of the old guys and girls, too. We don't have a problem with that.
And a few race car drivers from other parts of Southern California.
Absolutely.
Or the country.
We are it. FM 96.1, AM 1170, The Answer. I'm Dave.
And I'm Michelle.
And this is, as I mentioned, Racer Radio. And this segment is brought to you by El Cajon Ford, where nobody, absolutely nobody, treats you better than El Cajon Ford. 1595 East Main Street in El Cajon. Did you know 80% of the used cars are trade-ins? That's right. They don't go to the auction. The only thing they go to the auction for is to dump cars that they don't want. So go to elcajonford.com, check out their inventory, see if there's something there you like. And when you go down, whatever you pick up, new or used, because I can tell you right now, the new vehicles, because it's getting close to the end of the year, they are discounting the you-know-what out of them. So check the guys out. Make sure you thank them for supporting Racer Radio, because without Racer Radio, you wouldn't hear anything about Barona Circle Track. www.baronaspeedway.com. It is one fast dirt track, folks. And if you haven't been up, you got to go. You've only got, 2 races left?
Well, end of October, I think.
Let's find out, because we've got the announcer, Dirt Dude, on the line. How you doing, bud?
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Great. What are you doing?
Sitting here talking to you guys.
There you go. How'd it go last night?
Just a little bit of insight. Yes, we have one race left. October 20th will be the last race of the season.
Okay.
So last night went really well, considering the conditions, the weather conditions. I'm sure a lot of people thought it would rain, but we had about 65 cars show up and about 830 fans, somewhere in there.
Awesome.
For night of figure eight racing. It was just perfect weather track. I got to give a shout out or, a hands up to the guys that did the prep on the track. It was perfect. They spent pretty much all week ripping, watering, grading, blading, ripping, watering, grading, blading. Just the process they do over and over again. It was perfect. The track stayed wet the whole night. We didn't have to come out and touch it during intermission. Just rolled it back in for the main events, and it was just a perfect track. So a little bit of a rundown of the night. Our junior sprints, going to our junior drivers, junior sprints. Deegan Irie got his 4th main event win, locked up a series point championship.
Nice.
In our what?
We just love him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great kid. Really fun to talk to. In our Mini Dwarf Masters, PJ Sexton got his 5th main event win, and Jalen Gill locked up the points championship for the Masters. And the Mini Dwarfs, Charlie Carter got his 14th main event win. 8th main event win, and locked up a series championship too in the Sportsman Mini Dwarf. On to the big track in our featured main events. Street Stocks were the first ones up, and we actually had a trophy dash for Street Stocks. Brian Brown took home $200 in the trophy dash, and actually brought home a main event win. Was his 6th main event win. The points are getting really close because we got one race left. We closed out some of the points. That's why when I say we have champions, we already have champions decided. Mm-hmm. And the Street Stocks, Paul Damberger is leading the points, and it's 541 to second place, which is 510, and then third place, which is 500. So it's pretty close on points. Depends on how the next race goes. We'll figure out all of our points championships. The IMC Modifieds were out. Matthew Hicks got a main event win, and he's just off and on at our track. And the points are going between Royce Henry right now and Glenn Davis and Bill Miller. That's 1, 2, 3 in points. And it's a 546 to a 494 to a 480. So really close to that, but we already locked up the IMC Modified Championship points, which is the sanctioned event, which the one Royce Henry already got that. Now we're just working on Barona points. In our Super Stocks, they're on a limited schedule. Mike Learwell got his 3rd main event win. And in our Pro and Stock Ponies, in the Stock Ponies, Shane Sexton got his 6th main event win, and it locked him up for Rookie of the Year. And our track champion might be the 89 of Russell Staley, who is leading the points. And Eric Molcheski is second in points with a 5:12 to Russell's 5:24. So it's a really good close points battle. Dennis Taylor got his 13th main event win and locked up a points championship. So all he has to do is take a checkered flag next race, and we're going to crown him a champion. On to the Pure Stocks. Great racing by our Pure Stock. Eric Evans came out and brought one of his cars out. Got second main event win for this season. He did a really great job driving that car around. Just took it to the high side and just pretty much the express lane past everybody. Jason Aldridge is leading the points with a 5:61. And back to Terry Adams, who's second in points with a 5:36. So that's a pretty good point spread. I think we're going to be seeing most of these really good points battles. So let's see how they finish out. Dwarf cars last night, really great show. These guys are super, super fast. Darren Brown, he comes out on a limited schedule. He's going to school, and very rarely is he at the track, but he has 4 main event wins so far this season. Got another one last night. John Isabella leading the points. He had 4 main event wins, and he's got a 14:30. And that was the last night for Barona points for dwarf cars, so he locked up the championship because he was leading the points. On to the hard charger last night. You've had Phil Comfer in your studio before. He was out with recovering from hernia surgery, so he has one of his friends, Neldon Roundy Miller, everyone calls him Neil, was in the car last night. He got the hard charger award. He started 12th, finished 6th. Wow. And our lovely Brittany got started 7th, finished 7th, but she ran up in the 4th position a little bit. But she had a good run last night.
All right.
And, by the way, she did that with no crew. Her mother crewed. She loaded the race car, took it to the track, unloaded it. So hats off to Brittany's mom for being such a trooper.
Yeah, that's a great one to have as a crew. I know her dad is usually helping, and she's got some friends, but I saw that she had no one last night, but still, she had no cookies for me, so I don't talk to her unless she's got cookies.
Hey, Michelle brought me some cookies.
Yeah, I baked.
Neener.
I baked, yeah. Cold weather, now I can bake.
So on to our main events, and then we'll cover some more stuff. So last night, we actually had an unlimited figure 8 race. So we thought, well, someone offered up $100 to do a pure stock main event, or pure stock figure 8. And then another person's like, I'll do another $100. So they had $200 to win for our pure stocks. And Jeff Grill came out and won the pure stock figure 8. And he was also one of our pure stock drivers. So he pretty much ran his car last night as much as he could, because we opened up the unlimited figure 8s with $500 to win. So then everyone came back out. We had about 7 cars that showed up, and then 4 more pures showed up to add into that. Mike Durwell, the K9, Mad Dog Mike Durwell, had a great run going, was leading, had strong car, really tough to beat him. Going through the X last night and got blindsided in the right rear by the 28. Just came through the X. Dave Evangelou. It hit the back of the car and actually had a fuel leak on it, so he was done for the night. We actually had some friends come from out of town. Ron Davis came all the way out of Norwalk to come down and race with us.
Oh.
Bill Miller jumped into a car that someone else had. So like I said, we had like 4 pures that actually wanted to help or to go into the figure 8 with the open unlimited figure 8 cars. And then earlier in the heat races, the 5 of Ed Buston and the 9 of Alex Lerma had a hard hit going through the intersection, and both those cars didn't make it to the main event. But the 8 of Chris Wilder finished out the night with the lead, Terry Adams in second, Randy Aldridge in third. So that was a great night of racing for our figure 8s. Once again, fans really showed up for that and really liked it, even though there was that threat of rain, which was really good. So next race, October 20th, we're featuring California Lightning Sprints coming back for our last race of the season. And we've been promised we're going to have 15-plus mowers. So we're having the open modified mowers coming back. Open comp for dwarf cars because they finished their point series. Now they can run the big motor, wings, side panels, whatever they want to do to make their cars super, super fast. Our street stocks will be finishing out their points race. Modifieds will be finishing out their points for Barona points. Our pro and stock ponies and our pure stocks will be finishing up their points for the season. And then we're having a big party afterwards, some food, some drinks, and some music, and then hand out some trophies, and our season is done. We're going to take a break for about 5 months. So
Wow.
Once again, I can't thank the Salazar family enough. Judy, Troy, Todd, Tricia, all of them did a great job this year and phenomenal, track prep, and
Yeah,
they put a lot into it this year.
they sure did. And we were grateful that we got to go out a couple times. We might go down on the 20th. We'll see. But every time we've gone, it's been awesome. You guys have treated us really well. And, your sponsors, you have El Cajon Ford, Acme Well Drilling, Countywide Towing, and Swift Powder Coating. Anyone else?
RDO Equipment Rentals, Bob Valentine Grading. Just off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember all of them. Troy Dirt. I got a whole list, and you just caught me by surprise.
Oh,
See,
sorry.
I'll tell you like I tell the young drivers, get yourself a laminated card and put them on there and keep it in your pocket.
Well, I don't keep it in my pocket. I keep it on my clipboard. So when I'm actually at the race,
Right.
I have a clipboard with all my... I would like to thank one of our new sponsors. We just picked Pacific Island Beer Company.
Oh,
Really cool place.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah.
takes care of that.
Yeah, I was going to say they sponsor the Hawaii show here on the radio station that's on right before us. Yeah.
Yep, and they actually really love being they were at track last night. They love being part of the track. They got a banner there. They actually said they want to start running, videos of our racing in their lounge,
Cool.
or in their bar, and they
Uh-huh.
want to try and get together and get some cars down there, and maybe host some car shows and stuff like that.
Wow,
So,
that'd be fun.
really
Well-
cool to start working with them.
Well, the
Huh.
next time you come to KUSI, make sure you invite them.
Right. And maybe they should call in the radio station on one of your Barona segments one time, too.
I would talk to Troy about that and see, because Troy has actually went there and talked to them and got them as a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
They came out one night, had a great time, and they said, "We're hooked. We're gonna
Sure.
help out the track, and we want to be part of this."
Isn't that how it works? Once you go, you
Yeah.
know.
Once you go, you're hooked is what the deal is.
Yeah.
All
Once
right.
you step into a car, once you've been at this figure eight racing was just incredible last night, because they're going through the action. You're waiting for a hit, and is it going to happen? Is it not? Someone checks up, someone doesn't check up. Like I said, we had a couple of good ones last night, a couple of good hard hits, and then a lot of near misses. But the track was just so perfect last night. I mean, like I said, it was just a good running track.
Cool. All right, buddy. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thanks a lot for calling in. One more race, and that's October 20th. Be there or be square.
It's going to be a great night. Looking forward to it. Hopefully everyone shows up for the last race. You guys got to come out and see us.
Yep. Last race. We'll do our best.
Be great to see
right.
you again and take all of the fun in.
All right, folks. We're going to take a small break. All right, folks. FM 96, AM 1170. This is the answer. We will be right back because I'm Dave.
And I'm Michelle, and like Racer Radio on Facebook, and check out carcentric.net.
Absolutely.
Happy trails.
Who cares about the clouds if we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Some trails are
Racer Radio on AM 1170 The Answer is sponsored by Love Radio Network.